Today, we're diving into the world of Zoho People, Zoho's HR management system. And I'm excited to share this solution we implemented for a company recently that uses Zoho People to transform the employee's experience. So the challenge was how to maintain employees' information up to date without any security issues and in such a way that the HR had a control over the progress of this initiative. And as you can imagine, it is very hard to maintain a database of over 300 employees and more than 50 fields. So things change all the time: marital status, department, job roles, address, you name it. And it's really difficult to maintain, and you often need some data sanitization process. We were able to set this up using only native features, and that is why I think this case is exciting, and that's why I decided to share with you. Now, let's take a look at how it was done. So first, HR start by reviewing the employee's form in the permission level to decide which fields can and cannot be viewed or edited. And remember that HR holds information that are very sensitive, so reviewing permission is key. And in Zoho, it is possible to configure permissions not only in the modules level, in this case, the employee module, but we can go to the fields level. So for each one of the fields here, we can select different settings for permissions. So some information like salary, bonus, they're very sensitive, so only a few roles are able to see that. And things like birthday, it can be shared with the entire organization if the person allows so. Then we set up an email. To all employees via mail scheduler. Nothing too fancy here, just a message with instructions and deadlines. So the scheduler is something that we can find under automation and scheduler. And here we can schedule, obviously, a message, an email alert to whoever we want. And also at the same time, we want to create a scheduler to create a task for the employees. And why we want to do that? So HR is able to keep track of who's still missing to complete the task, to create a task for each one of the employees. And why we decided to create a task? So HR is able to keep track of who's still missing to complete the task. And here is where it gets a little tricky, because the action itself that we want to set up here has to be done through deluge scripting. So in this case, nothing too crazy here, but you have to know some basic deluge scripting in order to set a function here, create a function to create a task. Obviously, I'm using my Zoho demo account here, so you won't be able to see the function, but it is a very basic function, you have to believe me. And we also needed a way for HR to be notified once employee completed the task and updated their information, the personal information. So this was done using also under automation here, but using the workflow rules. And workflow help you to automate things, and it's compounded by a trigger and a set of actions. So anytime a workflow is triggered, the action like sending notification, field updates, or even custom actions like sending data to a third-party app will be executed. We could create a workflow using the edit action as a trigger, but we wanted to make sure that this notification was sent only after the employee finished the whole process, finished updating all the information. So we used a field that we created. We created a checkbox. So back to the employee form, we created here in system field section, we created a checkbox called updated information, just with a very with a confirmation statement here. So once the employee mark this checkbox, it will trigger the process and send an alert to HR. So there you have it. By using forms permission, email scheduler, custom scheduler, and workflows, we were able to implement the entire process to guarantee employees' database were updated, which is something that indirectly affects the employee overall experience. And so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this gives you some inspiration. If you have any other question, please let me know in the comments. See you another time.